Hello, buenas noches. All right, so typically I, of course, want to invite my friends and family to church with me. And why? Let's start there. Because I know what it feels like to have the whole world on your shoulders. And I know what it feels like to let it all go and give it up. Surrender to God. And so I want to ask my friends and family to come to church with me so they can just take one step closer to just giving it up and feeling good. Just take one step to true peace, just real peace, not just you go to a yoga class and you leave and then you have like some temporary peace. It's like, no. I'm talking about the peace of God. And so anyway, all of that to say, I always hope that they have like good readings in that day. Readings that are not like the readings today, that are like, fear the Lord, or else die, suffocate, just wipe the world out. Didn't say any of that, but you know what I'm saying, just to make a point. And I just absolutely loved the homily today about it, because I was like, what could they say about these readings, other than, you know what to do. Walk the line, okay? Because the gates, they're narrow, all right? That wasn't the readings today, but just to say, like, what are you going to say? Like, don't mess up. Look, you don't know when the world's going to end, so don't slip up, okay? Walk the line. So the deacon spoke and just gave the most beautiful homily ever. And he talked about this story about the Blessed Mother. And he was saying how he got a phone call, and I don't know, recently, and it was from this couple that was at Mass, that goes to Mass, and their son was in the car, and they were driving by this park, and the son was like, I see the Blessed Mother. And they were like, what? What? And he was like, no, for real. Like, there's the Blessed, like, there was the Blessed Mother at that park back there. And they like they turned around to go see, what their son had saw. And, and she wasn't there anymore. And so they asked him, all these questions, and then they told his other two siblings, and everyone was freaked out. Like, everyone was scared. And they were so scared that the whole family slept in the living room together that night, because they were just like, oh my gosh, what does that mean? And so they went to the priest and the deacon, and they were talking. And they were, sharing all the experiences that they had said. And the little boy was like, I didn't say one thing, that when we were talking that day. And I want to say it now. It's that I think that the Blessed Mother came to let us know that everything's going to be okay. And apparently, like, something happened in the family where, like, they had a car accident, and, like, the wife's brother and parents, like, had a sudden death. They passed away in the accident. And it was, like, just really, it had been really hard. And so the little boy, he said that. He's like, I think that the Blessed Mother came because she, wanted me to let you know that everything's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And so that is how this deacon took the homily. And he, like, segued from that into, I know today's readings seem like a lot, in his own words. they seem like a lot. Walk the line. We don't know when the last day is going to be, so be ready, okay? And he said, I know the readings seem like X, Y, and Z today, but in truth, the readings today are representative of peace and love. Peace and hope. Not peace and love. Peace and hope. They're to give us peace and to give us hope. And he's like, because as we look around today, there is so much darkness. There is so much darkness. And today we lit the first candle for Advent. And there is representation of Advent and X, Y, and Z. And mostly representing now. And look, guys, I love Jesus, but I'm new to this, so correct me if I'm wrong, in relaying this message, is to represent the darkness in this world. And so we light the candle today in knowing that there is always light. That light will always, if you shine one little light, if you put a candle in a super dark room, you light a candle, that candle's going to illuminate the room. And that is God's love for us. That no matter what's going on, there's so much peace available to us. And to have hope. So feel the peace, have hope, and everything's going to be okay. Anyway, just thought I'd share that because I loved it. I hope it brings you so much love and peace and joy like it did for me. Buenas noches.